Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Going to the Gym. Today, I have chest in store for myself. I mean, normally, I think about what I want to talk about in the car, but today was more of a spur-of-the-moment gym session. It is 10:33 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I mean, I'm gonna sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, whatever that means, but my shoulder is not very happy with me. So, does that mean I'm not going to bench? Maybe. Does that mean I'm not gonna stimulate the chest for some hypertrophic gains? Absolutely not. Now that would be silly. And obviously, I'm training in the context of bodybuilding. So whenever I'm in the gym, the intent is always for that. And I mean, I suppose it sounds silly, but I think it does, happen. I don't know if how frequently, because I don't actually talk to a lot of people that go to the gym besides like my immediate friends. But I think you'd find yourself, I think you'd encounter, there are some people at the gym and they're just doing a workout, found a program online, they go to the gym with their buddies told them to do a certain program, whatever. And sometimes they whatever they're doing might not be, well, I suppose, like the best steps towards achieving their goals. That's not to say that I'm taking the best steps to achieving my goals. The best step is probably like the elusive goal that can't ever be caught type of thing as well, because as I gain more experience, gain more knowledge, the best step is constantly changing. However, I am going to the gym with the mindset of I'm going to try to perform my best with what I already have in terms of reaching my goal. And I suppose the goal for today is get an absolutely freaky chest pump, stimulate the pecs, all two sides of them, the pec major, pec minor, you know what I'm saying. Let's not make it complicated, I'll warm up my shoulders, I'll see how my rotator cuff feels. I'll probably do maybe like 2 sets of heavy incline bench, and I'm gonna really focus hard on going heavy, getting a crazy deep stretch, and really slowing down the eccentric. I've noticed recently, this advice is probably repeated a lot from a lot of different people, but slowing down on that eccentric is a game changer. At least for me it is, because the sessions where I'm very disciplined with the eccentric portion of the movement, I notice I'm a lot more sorer the next days. And obviously people will argue that soreness isn't really an indication of a good workout, nor is it an indication of the best stimulus for a particular muscle group. But I am of the belief it is of some indication. If you're doing fucking shoulder press and your back and your chest is sore, you don't gotta be an IFBB pro bodybuilder to figure out that you might be training a little incorrectly there. So focus on the eccentric, go heavy for the first 2 to 4 sets. I'm thinking 2 sets of incline dumbbell followed by 3 sets of incline machine press, followed then by maybe 3 sets of incline Smith. That's 8 sets of incline pushing movements. If I'm feeling fancy, I might opt in then for 2 sets of incline pressing, and then potentially some sort of stretch fly type movement for the finisher. Very likely it's going to be cable flies. I mean, if by some crazy chance there is a 15-man queue for the cables, I'll resort to dumbbell flies. And if by some even more crazier chance all the dumbbells went missing, I might just do some push-ups, some wide grip, wide hand placement push-ups, because well, I always leave my like stretch type I usually leave my stretch type pec movements towards the end for 2 reasons, or 3 reasons actually. One, Arnie said to do it in like a Generation Iron 1989. 2, my pecs are usually super fatigued by then, so I don't need to use a lot of weight. And I mean, the bonus of not using a lot of weight but still getting a good stimulus is that I believe it reduces your risk of injury. And then 3, it just feels good to cap off your chest session with like a really nice stretch. Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I'll have to throw in some triceps and maybe hit some abs towards the end. If I venture up to around like the 18 set mark, I'm gonna reward myself by getting McDonald's. However, because it's already 10:40, the daily deals might finish past 12, and then I'll have to pay full price for McDonald's. And that in upon itself is also a problem. So, you know, it's a balancing act here. I can't do 18 sets and get my Maccas, because Maccas won't have the deal. But then if I don't do 18 sets, you know, I don't get Maccas anyway, because, you know, I didn't do 18 sets. But I want to do 18 sets. Oh my god. The turmoil. I'm going crazy. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna go in there, destroy my muscles, rebuild them. That is the name of the game. And really, that's all there is to it. So I'll be seeing you for some incline dumbbell. Oh god. Sorry about dropping the weights, buddy. I don't know if you could already tell. There's some kids going off because it's well, I assume they've got rave fever. So they've hijacked the stereo and playing really loud music. Someone get Joey Swole on their ass. Just kidding. Not really bothered. 3 sets of these, and then we'll look at something else to do. Ugh. Oh, better first set. Sometimes I struggle with this machine. That was alright. I was happy with that set. I'm gonna try to replicate it. Jokes. I'm gonna even try to do better than that. I mean, I wasn't really good at this machine before until I started incorporating this cue. I'm not trying to extend my elbows and arms out. Rather, I'm thinking about like crab claw arms. And I'm trying to bring my elbows towards one another. Because I mean, this motion of extending your arm, your forearm and onwards at the elbow, the muscle that's being used there is the tricep. Whereas your chest is what, you know, brings your arm across your body. Elbow position irrelevant, you know what I mean? If you're like this, doing this versus doing this is still gonna be activating your chest. So I've been trying to incorporate that cue more with my pressing movements to hopefully get that better mind-muscle connection with the chest. It's a lot of waffling. Let's just get into it. Ugh. Ugh. Whew. Oh, not bad. Last set, up close and personal. Ugh. Ugh. Whoa. Not the best. Probably should have dropped the weight. I wanted a few more. Whatever. Let's move on. 2 or 3 sets of these. I'll see how I feel. God damn it. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's too heavy. Might strip the weight a little. Nice. Alright, I dropped the weight by 5 kilos aside. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Oh God. Oof. Come on. Whoa. Let's do one more. I took a longer than anticipated break. I accidentally went a little ham on the phone. Whoops. Onto my favorite part of the chest workout, equal resistance cables. Hell yeah. I'm back in the particular section of the gym where the music is really loud. But 2 sets of pressing, 2 sets of flies, triceps and abs. It's already midnight, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I can seriously tell my pecs are fried. That's not even that heavy. Oh, gassed. So gassed. So I mean, the setup looks the same between cable flies and cable press, but what I did was I moved this seat a little more forward so that the handles are a little further back, so I can really get that stretch in like a more comfortable position. 2 sets of these, and I am most definitely at like junk volume town. Like my pecs, they're just like, ugh, brother, ugh. Regardless, we're gonna finish strong. Oh, never mind. My pecs feel great. Last set. The set before this felt really good. I'm gonna try to slow down the eccentric as discussed, as well as really get that stretch at the end. Well, actually, it would be the start of the movement, but you know what I mean. Ooh. And that's a wrap for chest. Whew. Potentially 3 sets of triceps. I might superset them with like leg raises or cable crunches. But 3 sets of these, just some light tricep work. God damn it, I'm tired. Well, this is probably obvious enough, but this is probably my favorite tricep exercise. Let's rock and roll. Last set. Check the pump. I mean, it's 12:38, so almost like a 2-hour gym session. God damn. But I'm still gonna get food. I gotta fuel this body. Oh my god. Let's check the pump. Sheesh. I rarely get to pose in this spot. And I think this place is like has the best lighting because only one of those is on and all of those are off. Ideally I'd face this way, but you know, whatever. Let's see what we're working with here. Ooh. Not bad. I'm gonna practice my side try. I'm thinking about grabbing my wrist as opposed to my hands. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Not that good. Ugh. Oh yeah. Since it's like almost the first week of the month, first day of the month, I suppose we'll do the full physique check-in. Whoops. What else am I working with? Not bad. Yeah, pretty happy. Let's talk in the car. I have some rather distressing news. The McDonald's I was looking forward to is, well, McDonald's is open, but my app isn't working. It's a roundabout way of saying I'm not gonna get any McDonald's tonight. Tragic. I know. Let's talk workout review. 2 sets of incline dumbbell press, and on the second set I did do a bit of a superset. Still counting it as just 2 working sets. 3 sets of incline machine press. I'm at 5. 3 sets of, I would honestly say it's like incline Smith, but it's almost like shoulder press Smith. That's another 3, so I'm at 8. 2 sets of cable press. 2 sets of cable flies. Hey, there's police over there. What's with all the damn police? So I'm at 12 sets of chest. And then 3 sets of tricep pull downs. 3 sets of leg raises. Is that 18 sets today? Whew! With that type of workload, McDonald's would have been nice. I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and the word I was going to use was deserved. I deserve McDonald's after 18 sets of hard, rigorous, high-intensity training. But I like to shy away from using the word deserved, and it sort of boils down to 2 things. I've got this weird mental perspective where the more you say or think something, the more likely it's gonna occur. I suppose they call it like positive reinforcement, and obviously on the flip side there's that negative reinforcement. So, I mean, if you're the type to be a bit of a negative Nancy, and I'm saying that as the saying, not your name is actually Nancy, then, chances are, you say that for long enough, you might start to believe it. On the flip side, if you're the type to give yourself a pep talk, the type to tell yourself you can do it, you're strong, you're confident, you're motivated, you're disciplined, although you might not always be, it's my belief that the more you think like that, and I suppose to a degree tell yourself that, the more easier / likely it is to do that thing. And I mean, I know we're sort of treading on like psychological hacks, but I'm speaking from experience here. Like, the more I tell myself that I can knuckle down and study, I can reach emerald rank in TFT, I can get to the gym and get a sick workout, I don't know, it sort of just motivates me or encourages me to be able to do it. It's almost like fuel. And I suppose there's a big difference between telling yourself this and telling other people this. Because telling other people this, that's a risky path to take. So there's this type of thinking where like telling people about things that you're going to do or want to do is almost like it's like endorphin edging, basically. Like the very action of telling someone or some people or whatever that you wanna or are going to do something, it already gives you like a dopamine, endorphin, I don't know, one of those like, what are those hormones? One of those chemical releases. And, that's a lot different to actually doing the thing and achieving, the task or the goal that you set out to achieve. The point I'm trying to make is like, and for, I don't know, apology for the lack of grace, but the more you talk to yourself like a loser, the more you might actually start to believe you're a loser. The more you talk to yourself, not like a winner, but whatever you want to be, the more you positively reinforce that, I think the better you'll be for it. I'm on YouTube chronically, and what's the thing with like disciplining children that all the experts say? Don't fucking hit your kids. Negative reinforcement does not help at all. I mean, let's not even tread into the whole, trauma causing side of things. FYI, I got hit as a kid, slightly, but not the point. The point is positive reinforcement is way better than negative reinforcement. And you don't need to wait until you're a parent to start doing that to your kids. You can do that shit right now to yourself. Believe it. And obviously, the whole reason why I talk about this is that I've applied it personally, anecdotally, historically, what's another LY word? Seriously, to myself and my training. I suppose me, like many others, when first starting out, going to the gym and, sort of trying to get into fitness, back then, 5-6 years ago, it wasn't even like getting into fitness. It was just like I went to the gym because all my friends went to the gym and we wanted to get like jacked. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that type of motivation, but I've talked about like, if your why isn't really well thought out, or if your why isn't something that you really believe in, when shit gets difficult and it's like 11:30 on a Tuesday evening and you're deciding whether or not you want to go to the gym, if your why is strong enough, that's going to get you to the gym. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Reinforce yourself in a positive light. You've got a greater chance of succeeding. Try to shy away from negative thoughts. And I mean, that's easier said than done because they sort of just, pop up. It's not like, hey, I can flick a switch and for the next 2 hours I'm immune to negative thoughts. Nothing like that. Rather, if you catch yourself getting a negative thought, my personal strategy with dealing with it is sort of believing that there's always like a silver lining in most things. And depending on how well you're able to shift your perspective, that negative thought might just be something that passes, and you can focus on what really matters. Now, of course, I'm talking in the context of going to the gym and your fitness journey, but feel free to apply this in other areas of your life, outside of the gym, in your work setting, in your relationship setting, in your volleyball setting. There's a lot of settings you can apply this in. I don't want to take all the credit for the drastic improvement in your quality of life. It was all you. I don't know where I'm going with this. Other than that, today's chest/push session, it was pretty immaculate. It was not error-free and it was not perfect, but to me, it was pretty damn good. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching.